Hey guys, welcome back. This is January 2019, the 12th. And today's topic is about clarity and authenticity. It's the combination of both into the space that we've created, the situational awareness, presence, authenticity, clarity, and empathy that we need in the social world to achieve our goals. So when it comes to clarity, the best way that I've learned to be clear in my intents and what I believe and how I go about life is the Fifth Agreements, the Five Agreements. The Fifth Agreement, the book by Dan Ruiz. I don't remember his first name. Daniel Ruiz. So, the first agreement is be impeccable with your words. Hold on to the truth. Never speak ill of yourself or of others. Number 2, don't take anything personally. It's not about you. Most oftentimes people are caught in their own reality. Agreement number 3 is, what is it? Don't ever assume, because most oftentimes you're going to be wrong. And, sometimes that creates, the opportunity to be courageous and ask questions to clarify, express yourself a little bit better. Number 4 is always do your best. No matter what you're doing in life, always understand that there are things that motivate us, and there's things that don't. Pleasure and pain. And, you won't be doing your best if you're sick. And if we do too much, obviously we're overworked, right? Being in that flow state will create anxiety, when the task is too much, right? We're not even aroused, we're not even in flow, we're not even in control. We're just in anxiety, or we're in worry when we don't have the skills. If it's too easy, we become very lethargic and very lazy. So that, allows us to avoid any self-judgments, any regrets, or any self-abuse, because we always beat ourselves up because we're not living up to our full potential. And then the 5th, which is being skeptical, but learn to listen. Understanding what people are trying to tell you, right? So the best way that I learn to understand this is what I mean, what I say, what I hear, and what I assume. And, basically what you're assuming is like what people can assume of what you're saying. What is it that you're saying and how you're saying it and what you're saying. And that can be an emphasis on so many things, but if you start to subtly tune into the nuances of people, you can get a better understanding of where they're coming from and where their intention really is. That's the real message that people are trying to convey, especially when you see these interactions. You start becoming a little bit more aware of the subtleties and what it really means. Try to analyze people as they go about their relationships, dynamics, in stores, out of stores, places that you always go to, the mall. Take a look. The body language, the tonality, the eye contact, proximity. What does that look like in different relationships, right? Like, are those people together? I'm always trying to figure out if people are together, because people have their different ways about what a relationship looks like. So it's always been very fascinating to me. So having these 5 principles will just change your life in general, right? Because you're being so honest and clear with your intent. And 2, it creates a space for you to transform as well. Just because we have to be very real with ourselves at this point, especially when we're trying to rise up from the ashes. Alright guys, so I'm out and about what I just talked about. Peace.